I'm here in a graveyard to introduce episode 3 of the Heroic Knights of Old Roundtable Talks because it may seem like it died, since it's been a couple months since our last Roundtable Talk. It hasn't died, it just went on hiatus while I was down in Florida at the Florida Renaissance Festival for the past 2.5 months. But now we're back on track, and this month's question comes from Marian Jones, an old friend of mine and a former squire. And she says, all kids look up to knights in shining armor. So who are some of the people you look up to? Who are your heroes? What a great question, Marian. Let's see what we had to say.
Question is, who do I consider my heroes? My heroes were when I was growing up watching the old movies. And I had to write a few of them because I can't remember stuff worth the flip because I'm getting old. So, Knights of the Round Table, 1953 with Lancelot was Robert Taylor, and Mel Ferrer was Arthur, and Ivanhoe with Robert Taylor was another one. And the Black Shield of Falworth, which that to me was one of my favorites, with Tony Curtis. And El Cid with Charlton Heston, who can forget him? And Prince Valiant, 1954 was Robert Wagner. And all those movies, I watched all those guys, and they were the heroes. They were the greats of the screen, people you would want to have met nowadays. And they portrayed somebody that I looked up to, and just they were great. They were awesome. And so I loved watching those old movies. And it was kind of like those people were real, and that's who I wanted to be. And later, obviously, much later in life, I get to do this and write and portray someone. So I try to make sure that I keep my character true to myself and to those people that went before me.
So when we talk about heroes, I like to use the definition that a hero is someone who inspires us. And really, I'd have to say the people that inspire me are those folks that go on doing what they love for as long as they possibly can, because that's what I plan to do. And I can think of 2 people right off the top of my head. First of all would be Andrew Wyeth. Lived in Chaddsford, Pennsylvania, very near where I grew up. Andrew Wyeth is an American painter, very famous, came from an artistic family, and he was a painter from as soon as he could hold a pencil and paintbrush, right up until he died in his 90s. And that means he did what he loved for the entire span of his life. And the second is more a professional hero, Kent Shelton, who actually started the Handlese. He's the godfather of American theatrical jousting. And he is still jousting in Texas with his company, the Handlese. And he's in his he's up there, but he's still doing stunt falls. He's still coming off horseback at a run, even though he is definitely slightly older than I am. So really, those are my heroes, the people that continue doing what they love to do right up till they can't do it anymore. And I wish Kent many more long years. And Andrew, I miss you.
So, the question this time is, who do I consider my hero? Well, you know, my answer's an odd one, as usual, because I couldn't say I actually have a true traditional hero, not in the actual sense. More like an anti-hero, because I'm more inspired and driven when someone tells me I can't do something. Take jousting, for instance. This will come as a shock to many of you, I know. But would you believe that there are actually folks out there who think that a girl can't do this? I know, it's shocking. I was appalled too. Narrow-minded individuals, I know. But you know, it was narrow-mindedness like this that made me want to do this even more. And so I gave it a shot, and I worked, and the more I worked, the more I wanted to prove just what this girl can do with that kind of motivation. And the longer I worked at it, the more I got to realize that there were more people behind me than these narrow-minded individuals out there that said I couldn't. And these people that encouraged me and drove me to keep trying and try and do, they became my heroes. They were the ones behind me and supporting me and loving me through this. So for my anti-heroes, thank you. Thank you for telling me you can't do it. And for my heroes, thank you for supporting the cause. Cause you said I couldn't do it, and cause I just showed you I can. So thank you both.
Thanks again, Mouse. I mean, Marian. That was a great question. If any of you have any questions, feel free to email us at heroicknightsofold@yahoo.com. We have a couple more already lined up for the next couple of talks, but we're always looking for new questions. Till later.